Welcome back, friends. Are you having a great morning so far? Oh, good. I'm glad. I went to go check on our caterpillars, and guess what? Check this out.
Our caterpillars have gone into their cocoons, and now they're in their new home. So we have to wait about a week, and we should have some butterflies.
Our caterpillars went into their cocoons. How exciting! So, we're going to leave our caterpillars in the cocoons. When a caterpillar's in a cocoon, we do not want to touch it because we could hurt it if we touch it. So Miss Powell is not going to touch it, and soon our caterpillars are going to change inside of the cocoons. Remember, we talked about a very big word called metamorphosis. Can you say it with me? Ready? Metamorphosis. Good job. So that means change, remember? Yeah. So our caterpillars right now are in their cocoons and they are changing into butterflies. But it's a very, very hard thing to do to change into a butterfly. So I need to leave the caterpillars alone so that they can turn into butterflies. Oh, I hear Ham Solo over there trying to get out and say hello to you, friends. So in about a week, we'll be able to check back to our caterpillars and see if they've turned into butterflies yet. And then, as they hatch, I'll pick a name out the hat each time it hatches, and we'll have a name for that butterfly. So you still have a little bit of time if you didn't send in a name for the butterflies yet. Or if you want to send in another one, you can do that too, okay? All right. Now, friends, I had a bunch of you guys asking questions about butterflies. You have some things you wanted to know about caterpillars and butterflies, right? Right, you did. So I've decided that later on this week, I'm going to post a butterfly Q&A session. That means that you can watch it in addition to our circle time videos, and I'll talk to you all about butterflies and answer the questions that you sent me, okay? So stay tuned. Later this week, you'll get a video about all of the things you wanted to know about butterflies, okay? Awesome. Now, this week, we're going to be talking about another very important spring animal. Do you know what it is? We hear them sometimes singing their songs in the morning. What animal could it be? It's a bird. You're right. We're going to be talking a little bit about birds this week because I don't know about you, but every morning now, instead of my alarm clock waking me up, I have some nice little birds singing me a song outside. They're singing their springtime songs because they're so happy that the weather is getting nicer. And this week, we're going to talk a little bit about birds. Speaking of which, Mrs. Salvo actually saw something very interesting outside her window. You want to check it out? Let's see what she found.
Hey, good morning, boys and girls. How are you today on this beautiful sunny day, Saturday morning? Anyway, do you see this tree? Actually, it's a pine tree right by my window, outside my window. Guess what? Something exciting is happening in there. Okay, would you like to find out what it is? Okay, here it is. I have been watching a mama bird build a nest right in this pine tree, right a few feet away from my window. Okay, shall we go outside and get a little closer to see if we could see it, the nest? The big mama bird hasn't laid eggs yet, I don't think, but the nest must be almost complete. Okay, so let's go outside. Come with me. Let's go outside and we'll take a look. We can't get too close though. Okay, let's see.
Okay, friends, we're outside. Do you see the window? That's the window that I'm looking through when I'm looking at the bird making its nest, building its nest. And here's is the pine tree, okay? Now, do you know what happens? Let me show you. A few feet away, right? The mama bird flies with some hay, or it's probably straw in its beak, and waits right here on top of this tree until it's safe to fly into the bush. And then when it's safe, I see him flying into the pine bush so he could finish building its nest. Let's see if we can get a little closer. I don't know if you can see it though. It's kind of hard to see because it's tucked away in there. I actually took some pictures before of the mama bird sitting on the tree, and when it's flying into the pine tree, I'm going to try to send it to you. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it well, okay? But anyway, that's it, friends, okay? I will keep you posted, okay, to see when mama bird lays those eggs. Oh, have a great day. Love you. Bye.
Wow, look at how cool that is. So Mrs. Salvo has some birds outside of her window. Do you know where a bird lives? Does a bird live in a house? No. Does a bird live in an igloo? No. Where does a bird live? Shout it out. You're right. They live in nests. Say it with me. Ready? Nest. Good job. A bird lives in a nest. Now, are there nests on the grass? No. Do we find their nests in the water? No. Where do we find birds' nests? You're right, up high in the trees. You're right, friends. Birds make nests in the trees and lay their eggs inside. Very good job. I have a question for you all. Do you know what a bird's nest is made out of? Do they make it out of building blocks? No, that's what we play with. Do birds make their nests out of mulch? No, that's what's on the playground. Do birds make their nests out of sand? No way, that would be hard. What do they make their nests out of? Good answers. Yes, they use some branches and some sticks and some leaves. They use all of the kind of things we can find in nature on a bush or on the floor. You're right. Very good. Birds use those things to make their nests. They have to make their nests strong to hold their eggs. So they use the sticks to hold their nests together and hold their eggs up high in the trees. Because if their nest isn't strong, what will happen to their eggs? Oh no, you're right, they would fall. That would be so sad. So the birds make nice strong nests in the trees to hold their eggs up. I have a question. Do you think maybe we can try making a bird's nest? I think you're right. I had an idea that maybe we could all try making a bird's nest today with things that we find in nature. We could find some sticks, maybe some pieces of leaves or some grass, and see if we could try to make a bird's nest. Do you want to try that today? Awesome. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go out into nature and look for some sticks, some leaves, maybe some rocks, whatever you think will help you make a bird's nest, and try to build one. Now, remember in school, when we were trying to build things, first we would draw them so that we knew what we needed, right? Yes, we did. So what I'm going to ask you to do is first find a piece of paper and draw what you want your bird's nest to look like. So that way you know what you need to get to make your bird's nest. And once you draw it, you're going to go out into nature and look for the materials that you need to build your bird's nest, and then try to build it. Can you do that? Great. And once you do that, have mommy or daddy take a picture and send it to me so I can see what you created. Sound good? Awesome. All right, friends, I'm going to let you get going to build your bird's nest, but first, let's sing our goodbye song together, okay? Tap those knees. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Bye-bye, butterfly. See you again next time. See you again next time. Yay, all right. Good job, friends. I hope to see all of your beautiful birds' nests soon. Happy building. See you tomorrow.